this? Are you, no, it won't let me. It told me to rotate my phone, but it won't let me. Um, I've been looking more at these millions of ships because I keep seeing them coming out of the sun, and there are beings that are attached to them. They're brown-headed beings is what they are. Let me see if I can bring some more light to them. Can you see the brown heads on them right here? That's that's what it looks like. And you know, when I'm looking at that, it's reminding me of some of the ships that I had pictures of myself with brown-headed beings in them. But these right here, look at this, you all. Hello. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. These came out of the sun. You see them? And they're not satellites. They're not. They're those ships. There's like millions of them. And I got to looking at them, and there's little brown heads in there. They're attached to these ships, is what they are. And they literally do. They come out of the sun like from another dimension. I know it may sound strange to some. I want to try to see if I can bring some more light on it. I really do, because look at this. Now this is the sun. They are poking out of the sun, you all. That is exactly where they came from. This whole entire ship with beings. And this is from '07, so they've been around for a long time. But I've been trying to get some images that had more of like these round brown head beings or something, because it's not normal, and they're attached to these ships, these big long ships that can make themselves long or short. That's exactly what they're doing. And okay, wait a minute. So I can see like two eyes in a row and a face. Can you all see that? Two eyes in a row and a face. I don't know what species these are. I really do not, but I know that there's some types of beings that are attached to these. Look at that. They come through the sun. You can see that perfectly right there, except for the things on my screen, the screen. Gina, can you zoom that? Yeah, I can do it. I can if they probably don't want me zooming up on them. They probably don't. Okay, some people were still dismissing this as Elon Musk satellites. These ain't Elon Musk satellites coming out of the sun like this. They're not. They're actual ships. Now, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Let me flip this around. Let me just say this. Gina, will you do this? I can do this. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. It's a little bit too dark. Hello from my heart to yours. Yeah, I've been wanting to get a good image. I wanted to get them just coming right out of that sun. Texarkana. I've been through Texarkana. I have. Good evening, everyone. Where there's lights popping up everywhere. Well, there are lights. There really are lights. Yeah, look at these. This is from '07. Now you know Musk didn't have his satellites up there with beings attached to them. These definitely have beings. Look, it looks like it has even smaller ones on that side. It really does. But these are, these are the ones that you can see that literally stretched across the breadth of the sun, all the way across, you all. It looks like they still got some of the plasma or whatever this is on the sun hanging off of them is what it looks like. It really does. But out of the sun, it makes you think, what is the sun? In order to have these coming out like that, it really it makes me wonder because you can see a head on them right there, and there's other images too. Hello, Polly. Yeah, there are other images also. Um, um, yeah. Oh, I wrote on a comment section. I think those were mountain ski path lights. I saw a daytime picture, is what I saw. See, and there's like I don't know about these images they put up. It looks like there's something in that hole too. What if they live inside there? What if it's their home or something? Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, it's just it's very interesting. It really is. This product right here has been discontinued. Okay, I only did that one part of it because I wanted to see it. I just wanted to see that one part, and I wanted to see if you could see any more beings over there. I really wanted to do that, but this is definitely, um, they're coming out of the sun intact. Okay, coming out of the sun intact is what they're doing. I'm going to save that one. It's what I'm going to do. It's saving. I'm going to go to another. Oh, this is a close-up of them. Let me put this in the dark mode. This is a close-up of them coming out of the sun too. It's like what is their purpose? What are their purposes being here? Of course, they've probably been here longer than we have, is what I think. Yeah, they do. That's a good observation, Barbara. They look like baby alien grays. What if they are? They really could be baby alien grays. I never thought of that, but it would make sense. It really would. I want to go into this one area to see if we can see. These were some screenshots that I took tonight, is what these are. Let me flip this around. Like here's an even bigger one. Or is this the same one? Yeah, this was the same picture right here. And they could be baby alien grays. It's not as clear, but this is like a full disc. You can see it's like, this is the date. What if they live in the sun? They could. You never know. They could live in the sun. So that's that date. Let me cancel this out. No, we don't want to look at the ships. This ain't the alien ships either. These aren't alien ships. These are buildings they look like buildings now. They were ships that I took pictures of, but they don't belong to the extraterrestrials. Some of them look like ships. They could be ancient ships, like, yeah, they could be. But I wanted to look at those more on here. Yeah, okay, I want to zoom up on this one too because this one looked pretty interesting on the side of the sun. Look at that. You think it's a birthing place? The sun, a birthing place for certain species? Because there they are. They're the ones that line up in a row. They make themselves really long or really short. And I wonder what would be the determining factor as to why some would extend really long and then some wouldn't. Let me see something. Try to move that a little bit. So there are some beings inside there. There's one right there. There's a head of one right there. But they're definitely, these are coming out of the sun. is what they're doing. Right out of the sun. I don't know why they got their this one sun like that, but these aren't satellites. If you're watching this video, um, and you still think that those lines of UFOs or Elon Musk satellites, I hope you change your mind, because they're on the side of the sun, coming out of the sun like this is what they are. They're coming out of the sun. Look at that. It's like unbelievable. And there's different, there's lighter ones and darker ones is what there is. Hello. Let me cancel this out. I want to leave without saving that. I want to go to the next one. Okay, yeah, we got another one down at the bottom I wanted to look at too. Let me turn this light out. I want to add a tad bit of light to it. You can see them. See their heads. Barely see their heads. Yeah. And you know, what if this right here isn't just pixels or graphics on the sun? What if this is really how it looks and they live in these squares? What if they do? They could, because this literally looks like 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4 layer. It really does. That's what that looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4 layers. What did I miss? Hello. We have 3 oh, I thought you said we have 3 surfs. You know what a surf was? Back in early whatever days, serfs, indentured servants or something like that. A lot of people came over as that, not just the African Americans or Native Americans or the black people. A lot of people came over as indentured servants also. They did. So let's do this, you all. So this is another one that I found rather interesting. But I can't really get a good image of this one. But they've got things attached to it. Let me, yes, hit that like button. You're new to my channel. Well, thank you for being here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you for being here. Oh, well, you're so very welcome. You are welcome. So let's look at this. Look, they're clearly separated. So I just don't know about them. I really don't. Why? Sometimes they're super white, like this. Look at them peering out down here, you all. I don't know about this sun. I really don't. I've never have really known about this one product of theirs. I've always wondered, why does it look the way it looks? That's what I've remembered. Salute. Yes, salute. Okay, let's look at, you can go to this, the iswa.gsfc.nasa.gov. You can see these, if they'll let me zoom up right. You can see these yourself. I want to get to those one big products, is what I want to do. Let me flip this around. Well, love friends, do you all eat those like soft-boiled eggs? When we were in Germany traveling to Legoland, we stayed at one of these houses, I forget what they were called, in one of their bedrooms, and they served these eggs and they put them in a little cute little dish, and you tap the top of them with your spoon, and then you scooped out the egg on the inside. Um, yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't. I wasn't used to eating like that. Yeah, I was not at all. Not at all, I wasn't. Oh my goodness. Okay, now, okay, let's see. Okay, look at them. Now this right here looked like a solid ship, a solid white ship. Oh, thank you, Rob Follen. Yeah, this looked like a long white ship, but you can see them. They are on that. You can see little round balls or heads is what you can see. This came out of the sun also. If you come over here, I think they've got some more too. I can't really zoom up and bring them in here. They make their products so dark so you can't make out what's happening, but I think I can tell that that is a long white ship. These are squares, white squares. See that? White square, white square. That's interesting to have a white square like that for this ship, because that's exactly what it is. So white square. You have an egg holder shaped like a rooster that was your grandmother's from Holland. Yeah, very healthy. I really am. Oh, one thing I did want to share with you all, those lines of ships that came out of the sun, like millions of them. This is what they reminded me of. I'm going to flip this around. I'm not going to turn this off right now. It reminded me of these. Look at this. Why did they come up with this product? It's 1,000 pieces of 5 and 3 millimeter magnetic toy magnetic balls, building blocks, super strong rare earth magnets, neodymium magnet. And these can connect to one another. They can connect in big long lines. What if those long lines of things that we were looking at, what if they are magnetic? Because, you know, we got magnetic field lines everywhere. Okay, we do. That's what I'm thinking about right here. So these, you could easily line these up in a row and they would stay connected. And it's magnetic balls is what it is. Magnetic building blocks, super strong rare earth magnets. So it makes me wonder, when I saw them and I thought, you know, when I saw these, when I've been studying them, I've been thinking of those, you know, they connect to one another. World blessings, thank you. They connect to one another, and they do, because, you know, this is not a particle debris event. It's not. It's millions of these small distortion in the live feed. Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised. There's like millions of these that came out of the sun, and you can see them. They're in a line. Some of them got disrupted. I wonder if they were trying to kill them. I don't know. They could have been, you know. You never know. But there's millions of them, and they're connected. And all of that, you all. Yeah, all of it. Well, we're an atom, too. We got atoms in our body. We got atoms in our body. We absolutely do. Yeah. This is pretty, it's really, it's so very interesting. It really is. When you think about, that's me. When you think about this, of how they want to dismiss this as a particle event, when they literally can line themselves up, and they can. They can organize themselves. Oh, is my feed distorted, you all? It's 20 minutes into the video, and I'm have people saying that my feed is distorted. Thank you, world blessings. Um, yeah, not now. Okay, not now. It's not. Well, that's just marvelous. It really is marvelous. So we've got those magnetic balls, and look, here's some more in here. Look at those. You see them? Look at them. Look at these balls. Now they can dismiss them for whatever they want. They can say, yeah, that's just particle debris. Go ahead, say it. I happen to think otherwise. Of course, we all have our own ideas of what we're looking at. And sometimes those ideals match others. And we all speculate, I speculate, that these don't look like a normal particle event because they can, like this, they can attach themselves and line up just like this. And because there's millions of them, millions of these, and then like that. And then when you get them at times, they literally stretch across the whole breadth of the sun, okay? And nothing else is going across except a great big line of these across the whole breadth of the sun is what happens, the whole entire breadth of the sun. So let's look at this. So we can see these right here, just like that. And they have made themselves line up just like this and just like that. That's what they've done, just like that. And then there's some that aren't lined up as long. There's some like 3 in a row or something like that. They're like that also. Or as if we go up here, you can see them. Yeah, if you go right here, you can see them. Just like that. See them? I think these are very intelligent. I really do. This, I think it's a life form, is what I think it is. An intelligent life form coming out of the sun. I think a lot of the toys come from extraterrestrials, is what I think. I really do. Just like that. And it's not often that you see these, but if you look in here, you have these little bitty, what I say, brown heads, little brown heads right here, I call them, but they're just probably brown balls. They could even be squares, but they look like brown balls. They're all dispersed. They're not attached to these right now, but they were earlier. They were attached to some of those, is what they were doing. They were attached. Or say like this. Say, let's do this. Let's come over here. So this one, look how long they have made themselves in this one. It literally stretches from here all the way down to here. Now, how on earth can they be so intelligent as to stretch themselves all the way? That one's in the shape of a cross. Okay, and then we have some right here too. Was that a ship without? No, that's one of those. Okay, so yeah, so they aren't just so happen to be particle atoms or anything like that. They are intelligent because they can line themselves up in a great big row, just like that. Just like that. All the way. I don't know why. I guess it makes them stronger. And just like those magnets, they're so strong. Those magnets are super strong. Rare earth magnets. I didn't know we had any like that. I didn't. Yeah, you're so welcome. So look at this. This is, the sun normally does not do this, but when it does, you can see them. Look, I think they're just They wanted to link up when they could to form one great big long line. I really do. And some of them just couldn't do it. I think they just got disorganized, is what I think. But I think these are a life form, but don't take my word for it. I want you to make your own decisions and come to your own conclusions. Someone told me, Gina, you need to have some psychics and you need to have some professionals on your Facebook and on your YouTube channel to answer the people's questions. You need to have professionals to answer their questions. You know what my response was? I am here to document, and I want people to be able to think for themselves. I don't want them to take my word for it, and I don't want to give them a certain train of thought to where that's the only train of thought they have, and they're no longer open-minded as to what's happening. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to find a panel of experts on this YouTube channel or my Facebook telling you one point of view. You're not going to. I'm not going to do it either. I'm going to tell you there's many theories. I have my own theories too, but there's many of them. I want you to be able to think for yourself. I really do. Don't take my word for it. You can research. I might suggest, which I do. I do suggest what I think it might be. I may not be right either. Okay, I may not, but no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You can only learn if you have an open mind. I'm not going to have, yeah, it's never happened yet. I've never had anybody on my channel. I've never been on a channel with anyone. I've turned down every single interview. I just don't feel led to go do any. I really don't. And that's the truth. I don't feel led. Because what I have to say, I can say to you all. I can. I can be myself. You can be yourself. Yeah, you can think for yourself. I think we have things trying to program us as it is. We need to break that cycle. We really do. Yeah, hello. See, look at this right here. See, these don't look normal. Why would they line up like that? I don't know why they would. I don't. I don't think this is just a spontaneous action. I don't. At all. Let me flip this around. I've got to get a drink of water, you all. You're going to have to hold on a second. I've got to get a drink of water. I feel a lot better now that I have water in my system. Yeah. Hello. So look at this. So this is what these came out of. I'm going to like brighten this up a tad bit so you can maybe see a little better what these look like. They look like there's things attached to these. They really do. 180 days and counting, be ready. You're a believer of these different things you bring up. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I never heard of any of this stuff. I have not until a couple years ago. But it's interesting. Look at it. Really, does it not look like something's attached to these? Look at them. It really does. It looks like there's like little bitty heads. Little bitty heads on these. Little light tan heads. And some of them aren't so little. Yeah, we are supposed to see strange things, I'm sure. I don't know if there's any toys that are just heads. I don't know if there are any toys that are just like a little bitty replica of a head, except Pac-Man. That's the only, now see, it looks like they're down here. It really does. It looks like, um, yes, Polly, you're right. I do. I love what I do, or I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't. It does look like there's things inside here, and there's holes. Look at, they made my screen do. It's okay. So I wonder if this is not just, what if this really is all around the sun, because it's all different 3D layers. Why would they even do 3D layers around the sun? Because it looks like there's beings in there. It really does. It could be a structure like a high rise or something. It's just like, that is like mind boggling, you all. When you look at that, look at that. Does that not look weird to you? This looks like a this looks like a place where somebody lives. It really does, because look at them. Yeah, this looks like a 3D structure at the sun, but this product is no longer offered. Hello, hello. Yeah, there are ships on this sun. There really are. Now see, and they come out of the sun. I know this looks strange. It really does. And it's like, it's mind-boggling. Now see, we got one of these things like this that occurred too. Hello. I just don't know what to think when I see certain products like this, and I don't know why the layers are so perfect. It does, Jay. It looks like living quarters. And they don't offer this product anymore. Because look at this. Okay, so if we come over here, this is a good example. Does this not look 3D? Like this is one layer, two layer, three layer, and this is another layer, and then there's a layer right there. And it's like squares, like you've got a little head sticking out. Look at that. That looks like it's coming out, like a ship trying to come out right here. I think people have heard of Sky Dome Atlantis. This really does. This, I've not looked at this before. I haven't. I really have not. Yeah, space stations. And you know, and if this is their homes, well, that's okay. It is. I'm sure that if these are beings, I'm sure we look strange to them and they want to know about us. What, I want to look underneath here. I want to see what else is under here, you all. Let me shrink this down. I had to add some light to it to look underneath it, because I think this is, this red is covering up something. The red is covering something up, is what it's looking like, because this red does not cover everything. It really doesn't. I wonder if it's like a cloaking device to cover up a structure, is what I wonder. Because you can see white underneath there. You really can. You can see white underneath there. And right there. Oh, I'm sure there's probably stargates. There's bound to be. There's bound to be other races of beings. We're not the only ones. This is weird. This should not have the white showing in the background like this. It really shouldn't. but it is. The white is showing through the red. Look at that. It's literally showing through. You should study quantum gates. Um, Light living quarters, it could be. Um, and I guess it would match it if these, look at that. If these are a species, I guess it would match theirs. Maybe that's, it's like, if it's living quarters, it's a whole entire world. It's a whole entire world is what it seems like. I wish this would clear up some. I really do, because I'd like to get some better images. Look at that. This red is covering things up, is what it looks like it's doing. Okay, that's exactly what it looks like it's doing. It's covering up things. I'm sure it looks better like that and not so close up, you all. I was just trying to see if I could see more. See, now look at these. These aren't satellites. Okay, they're not. Yeah, small adjoining cities of alien species. Yeah, look at that. And I don't want to have any ill feelings toward a species that I don't know anything about. I really don't, because that's wrong. It's really like, and like, God forgive me if I have. Yeah, because I really know nothing about them. I just want to know. I want to know more. Yeah, that's right. Facts first. But they have the ability to line up. And they really are. They fly in and out of that sun. And if they fly in and out of that sun, and if the sun's their home, why should we get upset? Why should we? Yeah. Now, this is not for everyone. It really isn't. Some people will not care to look at this. They might think it's all make-believe, but I think these are squares right here. And they could have, well, they're probably the same ones that came out of the solar flare that can line, well, they are the ones that can line themselves up. I can't get it any brighter. There's something right there. It look like, yeah, I think it is living quarters. That sounds good to me. It sounds good to me. But don't take my word for it. You can come to your own conclusions, you all. Come to your own conclusions. Because this, I've never seen this before. I haven't. I just want to shrink it down a tad bit. I've not seen it before, but it does kind of look different, is what it looks like. Totally different. And this is a particle event. Are they trying to blow up the sun? Is that what they're trying to do? Hello. I should probably have some water. Well, good morning to you. Risen Shine. Oh, Rise and Shine. I was going to call you Risen Shine. I need to get another drink of water. It'd probably help if I left my glass right next to me, but I didn't. So I just wanted to show those. I really did. They aren't taking us. We have been beings. We have good beings watching over us and protecting us. Well, I do agree there are some good beings watching over us and protecting us. I do agree with that. Um, yeah, let's flip this around. So see, this is, yeah, how did this happen? Okay, this is the same one. See, we don't see a lot of it on here, but we can, we don't get too close up of a view, but we can see some ships like this. I'm sure they're just like some people, like some communities are very tight knit. You know, there are some cultures that are have very tight knit communities. They bond together big time, and they're there for one another. They really are. See, this is. I got a lot of light on that, and you can tell the red is covering it up. I wonder if this is an AI species. It looks. And if it was a computer thing, how come they can't get the red all over all the white? Okay, why can't they do that? Like that right there. Why do you just got to put a little bit of red on it? Why you got a little bit of red on it? Why don't you just cover it completely up with red? You know? But that's just, it's okay. It really is okay. It is all right. It's quite all right, you all. I wasn't meaning to get on this tonight. I wasn't. So that's why I was, when I was looking at, I'm going to get to it. When I was looking at these right here, I was thinking that these are those that we looked at, and they come to Earth, but yet they got the green stuff on them. And this is at night. Is that this is what I was thinking that they were, one and the same. I really was. Because if you come down here, they're like down here also. It's like the same features and things. I could be saving us from virus with plasma. Well, it could be. Now see, I'm kind of, they look like this also. I have seen these. Someone has shared a picture of these in rainbow color too. What if these have the ability to be all different type of color? They could be. You see, these were also on that long, see they were, remember seeing this on the long white ones on the, attached to the long white ships, this exact facial structure. And then here's these, like that. Yeah. I think they're one and the same, I really do. I think they're one and the same, and you can see where they made a big, you're welcome, Robin. They made a big structure right here. Just like that is what they did. I wanted to try to get to it, another one. So they do have the ability to cloak themselves, and they came uncloaked. See, this is, they came uncloaked just a tad bit. They let some of this fog-like thing come off of them, is what they did. I don't know how long. I've been on here for 44 minutes. It's a little long for me to be on here. But that's okay. It really is. Okay, let's look at this. So this is when they're almost, these are kind of partially cloaked. Watch it get, watch the blurriness kind of go away. Just a tad bit so you could see them more at the top. A lot of photos of beings. Yeah. You know, I heard of Etset, I can't even say it, Ranch. I don't know if I would feel comfortable in my spirit going there. I really don't think I would. I know I wouldn't get no sleep at all. That's what I do know. I'd be too curious is what, yeah. So look at this. This is that one structure with the cloaking on it. You can't make it out because they literally had like something covered them up, just like that red sun. It has like something like this over them. And this is what this has, something like that. But then this disappeared, is what it did, just like this, so that it can be seen better. See, watch this. See, it's just like, it's part of their cloaking technology, I think. And then this right here isn't. Yeah, well, I have no desire to go to the Essetti Ranch. I don't. I really don't. And it's all right. It really is all right. Oh, what was I saying at the earlier beginning? I'm going to get to it. If I can get to it. I can get to it. I'm going to show you this. I'm just going to go right back to where I started at this one part right here. I don't need to turn this light out up here. See, that's me. I didn't hit the button. Okay, right here. So this is what I think that was in like that hive-like mentality, that hive-like nest. I think it's them. See how much bigger they are than the white ship that they are attached to? I don't know why they travel with that. I really don't. But it seems to me that they do. They will travel with this, and it belongs in the sun. They come from the sun. And look at this structure. It literally is like a layered structure for them. It really is. You can see one of them coming out of the hole. I don't know what they are, if they're AI or what. I don't, but I think it's absolutely fascinating. It really is. Yeah, they are cloaked in the clouds. Absolutely, they're cloaked in the clouds. It's really interesting. And have you noticed, let's talk about this. Have you noticed some of the clouds have like structures like this, except they're a little bit more jagged? If you've taken some pictures, you think, well, that doesn't look like a normal cloud. It looks kind of like it's a layered cloud. Have you all noticed that lately? I've noticed it lately. I thought, that doesn't look like normal edges of a cloud, because it kind of looks like these with different edges. They didn't look like real clouds. We'll know fully one day. We will. They didn't look like normal clouds, and they kind of had like a artificial edge to them like this, with black specks on them. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Something like that. Yeah. Well, let me flip this back around. With that being said, I am going to go. I just wanted to get on here a little bit, and I did wanted to talk more about them because I think they're interesting, but that's just my own opinion, my own theory. I think it's a race of beings, and I would encourage you to do your own research, and whatever resonates with you, keep it. Whatever doesn't, don't keep it. Don't keep it, just let it go. And don't let someone force you into believing something that you don't feel comfortable in your spirit believing. Don't let that, just close your ears up. Yeah. Oh, you're so very welcome. Thank you all for coming on here. Thank you for my moderators. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I really do. And I will see you again, and I look forward to sharing with you whatever I'm giving to share. You're so very welcome. Oh, you're welcome, Polly.